And hello everyone, welcome back to TSC Thursday. Hasn't been very long since last time I've done some recording. I put down some trees. Yeah, haven't really done much. The major thing that I've done, I did some exploring. I found some stuff. I found some jute. I found a few more tree types and all that kind of stuff. All of my bookmarks are currently not bookmarks, waypoints, my mistake, are all saved. I switched minimaps from Zan's minimap, I believe it is called, to Journey maps. I think that's what it's called. The reason being was that according to the one of the mod developers anyway, Journey map is the recommended map system for this game. I've also got NEI. It's currently just set to recipe modes. It's supposed to work with TFC. I've had some trouble with it. I'll see if I can solve that by the next time. But anyways, right now, right here, we are going to look at the ceramic vessel. In the ceramic vessel, you'll notice I have 11 pieces of native copper nuggets, 1 piece of small malachite, 4 pieces of small bismuthinite, and 4 pieces of sphalerite. Each has a unit value of 10, as you'll see in the tooltip there, and 100 units of something equals a full-blown ingot. So what we're going to be doing today is making some bismuth bronze. Ugh. And we're also going to start making our primary tools. I'm going to make a pickaxe, which is made just like that, as well as a saw. Let's see if I can remember this off the top of my head. That is... Oh no. Oh no. I can't believe I am forgetting this yet again. Saw is made... Why am I terrible at this? I don't have enough clay now. Okay, well... Let's see. I was all ready for this. I swore I had these memorized, but when it came time to deliver, I just drew a blank. Let's see here. I'm gonna need a shovel. Shovel, andesite. Get some of that going. And there is our shovel head. I wasted quite a bit of clay doing this, but that's fine. We have a ton of it somewhere over this way. Also, we were really lucky here to spawn with cows right off the bat. Clay should be over this way. So the metal we're looking to make today is called bismuth bronze. It is, if I remember correctly, 40 to 50% copper, 20 to 30% zinc, which is sphalerite, and 10 to 20% bismuth. I think that's correct. So the way I've divided it up is I've got... Oh no, it's 50 to 60% copper. My mistake. So I've got 60% copper, and I'm just going to turn on my clay marker right now. And I was very close, apparently. I walked right by it, in fact. And the reason I'm going with bismuth bronze right off the bat is because bronze are one of the few alloys that can be made right away. I'm apparently too thirsty to run. And there we go. Love the water jug. So bronzes are one of the only alloys that can be made in a kiln. And this marker appears to be off. Oh no, did I do something wrong when I was switching maps? I hope not. Ooh. Okay, whoops. I seem to have made a mistake in changing my map, so I am just gonna look around for the correct clay marker, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I found the clay. It was a little further than I thought. I was actually on the way to it originally, and then turned back and almost immediately found it. It's been only a few seconds since I decided to show you guys out. So I may or may not cut that. Okay, let's see the saw. Okay, so it looks kind of like that. So if I do that is the scythe, and I thought that would be the saw, but I assume I am mistaken. It looks very similar to that. I am just wasting clay. This is terrible. I should really just give up and check the wiki. Because I am just going to end up doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, okay. I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back, and the sun is going down. So we're just going to do this quick fast. And there is our saw. And I apparently did end up making that scythe mold. That is fine, we'll need that eventually. I may as well just fire it up as well. We'll be able to let all this stuff fire overnight. I'll probably have to cut the night out. This is going to be a very choppy episode apparently. Oh well, could be worse. But now you see that it is very good to keep the wiki on hand. Since the last time I've played this, the game has been updated. I'm not sure exactly every detail, but I know you can now dye clay vessels as long as they're unfired, so no dyeing the ones I've already made. Dye is a bit tricky to make anyway, as far as I can recall. You can also lamps are in the game, although that may have been in the game the last time I was recording. It had been a while since I played TerraFirmaCraft before starting these recordings. The clay vessel with the ores is in there, and I'll put all of that in. There's a zombie coming up on me. Thank you, journey map and zombie sound. There we go. So apparently slashing works really well on zombies. Just saying. Let's see. Sycamore. Boom, 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 boom. And we get our fire starter. Start that up. And now I wait out the night. Although actually, we've got a fair bit of spawn protection in the area. I could try to delve into a few more features while we're a bit safer. Let's see if I can get this water without drawing a zombie's attention. I did not. far as I know, zombie flesh doesn't have any use in this game, so I'm just gonna burn it. And let's check on our crops. We can't do that without drawing a zombie either. Well, at least the skeletons don't have as long as a range. Could be a good chance to get levels. So levels in this game increase your max health. At around level 50, I believe you tend to have about 2,000 health. So it is a very, very steep incline. But it can be worth it, as a lot of things can do quite a number on your health, and doubling its natural value can be quite helpful. Alright, so we got a bunch of other food in here. I'm going to unseal this, open this up, and you'll notice in all their tooltips they have this little feature called decay there. On this carrot it says decay 2.4%. So food spoils in TerraFirmaCraft. And an easy way to get rid of it, as long as you have a knife in your inventory, is just to mouse over the item, hit the D key, and all the food in your inventory gets mold picked. And then you can just pop her back in. There you go, seal it up, and you're all good. Now I don't think sealing this vessel does anything for this food currently, because it's just solid storage. But if I were to get vinegar, I could pickle food, and that would increase its lifespan drastically. We'll get to that eventually. We're fortunate enough to be in a spot where I have access to both salt water and cows, which is just phenomenal. That'll allow us to make vinegar, cheese, all kinds of stuff that just keeps for a while, like a long, nice while. I think I am out of things to do for now. We might have to wait until this is done, and then I'll bring you guys back in, and we'll start casting ourselves our first set of basic tools. So yeah, we'll take a break for right now, and I'll call you guys back in when we're at that point. See you then. Alright, welcome back everyone. Daybreak is upon us, and the fire has just gone out for our little alloy smelting here. Let's get our pick mold and our saw mold. I need an empty hand. There you go. Now you'll see this says bismuth bronze 200 units, so that's 2 ingots worth. So I'm going to put in this pick mold, and you'll see it's draining the units and slowly filling it up here. And there we go, we've got a full pick mold with bismuth bronze. Now I do the same with our saw mold here. And kaboom. The vessel has been emptied. Free to put in more stuff. Now you put this in here, you get your pick, and you get your saw. And you'll notice that the molds have been broken, so you're not going to be able to reuse them. When you do just plain ingot casting, there's a chance that the mold will not get used up, and that you'll be able to keep recasting in. But as far as I know, with tool molds, you're guaranteed to lose them. So I'm gonna start showing you guys why we're making a saw. Obviously you can guess why I'm making a pick. It would be to get larger quantities of metal, not just those tiny nuggets we're picking off the floor. But with a saw we can do something a bit more practical, a bit more useful. And I'm gonna need another axe. Should have made a metal axe, but that would have required looking for new metal, because I'm pretty sure I depleted the nuggets from the floor of one area. Although I think I have enough waypoints to sort of compensate for that. Alright, so we just got a ton of acacia logs. Now here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take, to start, you're gonna take 2 of those. You're gonna pop your saw in the inventory with it. You're gonna make these acacia planks. Acacia lumber. Now the cool thing about these is they're not like planks, like how you turn normal wood into planks in vanilla. These are individual little pieces. You can put those down anywhere you like, and they kind of function like the micro blocks you'll see in mod packs like FTB and stuff like that. Except the difference with these is that if I put one in here, that does not take up the entire thing for the block. I can go boop, 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 and boop. So these are really nice for the builders in the crowd. But the reason I'm doing this is to get 4 pieces of planks. Now these are your traditional planks. You put it down, there you go. And if you put 4 of them together, you'll get your typical workbench. But instead of giving you the actual workbench, it gives you the 3x3 crafting that you can do from anywhere. So I just go right over here, 3 crafting, right over here, still 3x3 crafting. So it's awesome. It allows you to build anything, anywhere. Well, not anything. A lot of stuff requires metalworking on an anvil. But anything you can make with a crafting table, you can make anywhere. And you don't have to worry about running back and forth. There's a zombie coming up behind me. He's on fire though, so not much of a threat. Now the first thing I'm going to do with all of these awesome logs, because we are getting quite a few of them right now, is I'm going to start making fences. And the reason I'm going to start making fences is because we are going to go right into getting ourselves those cows in a pen. So we can start making some cheese. And you might think, well, actually, I'm not going to spoil that. I'll save that for just a moment, when we'll get to the point I was just about to make. Wow. Kind of stuttered on that one a little bit. It's all good. Actually, you know what? First thing we're going to make is a nice little piece of tech which will be useful if it ever starts to rain. We are going to make a barrel. Barrels are used for the vast majority of liquid-based crafting, and yes, liquid-based crafting is a thing in this game. So you'll see here, under liquid storage, solid storage, we're going to be using liquid storage. When it rains, this thing is going to fill up with fresh water. We could also fill it up with salt water from over there. We could also fill it up with milk. We could fill it up with lime water, tannin, a whole bunch of different stuff. And we'll get into that more a bit later. For now, I'm going to start making some fences. I'll show you how they're made, and then we're going to... Actually, you know what? Here is one of the few things that NEI will show you how to make. So if you look at fences, they're made with the normal logs and then some lumber, and it makes 6 of them. Boop, boop, ba-doop. And let's go ahead and make a whole ton of these. I'm gonna need quite a few, and that should leave me enough to make a gate, which are ba-doop, ba-doop. There we go. And let's saw up another piece of acacia. And here we go. Fence gate. Perfect. So, we have that. We have our fences. And that was simple enough. I'm going to clear out some space here. And now let's make a very large pen, because I don't think I'm going to plan on making individual pens for different types of animals, because we don't have very many animals in the area, if I recall correctly in my travels. We got some cows. There might have been some sheep. I'm really hoping there was some sheep, and I'm not just thinking of something else. Or a different world or something. I don't know. Because sheep are very nice to help get through the night. Let's see here. This is the block we want. Boom, 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 boom. I think I'm going to put you here. Boom. And there we go. We've got a nice little pen for some animals. Now let's go eat some seaweed. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's make that. And you know what? We could use some better storage. So I am going to make us a chest. A double chest, actually, since those are significantly more helpful. So I'll notice that anything you make out of wood has a variant for the type of wood you made it out of. So this is an acacia chest. And we're also going to want a tool rack. So let's get on that as well. Boom. So to make a tool rack, it's just boom, boom, and oh, that is, there you go, acacia tool rack, and I can put that here. Don't need you right now, don't need you right now, don't need you right now, and I certainly don't need you right now. Perfect. Plenty of inventory space. Put away our leftover fence material. Oh wow, I had a ton of fences. Okay, maybe I will make pens for all the different animals. Seeds, let's put you down. Can't store wood in a chest. I can store this piece of granite, which will be used for something later. Put some logs down, the fire starter over here, and holy cow, this is beginning to be a longer episode. Although I did have to cut out the night, so it may not be as long as it looks. I'll give it a little more time. I should have run a timer. That was my mistake. But at the very least, I'll show you one more thing, which is going to be vital to bringing those cows over. I'm also going to have to take a sip of water. So, I'll set this up, and then instead of cutting until it's over, we're going to do this. So, you'll see I've got a freshwater bucket, or a freshwater bucket every time I bucket out water from that pond, and then it goes into this barrel. Now the difference between this little wooden bucket and a vanilla bucket is if I put this on the ground, it disappears. I did not create a source block, I just put water on the ground, that's all. So you cannot move water around with a wooden bucket. So you're always going to want to set up your base close to both fresh water and, although not completely necessary, but definitely helps along the way, at least in the vicinity of some salt water. And we'll get more into that later. Let's see. Oops. We can have enough room for one more bucket. So yeah, I'll set this up, and it looks like it's going to be nighttime again soon. So I'll cut out while we're waiting. And you'll see I put in this jute, and the output says it'll be jute fiber. So that'll take, I think, about 8 in-game hours. So it'll be done sometime in the next morning. Not going to be done before midnight, fortunately. It'll be done about 2 in the morning, I think, if my math is correct. And yeah, so I'll bring you guys in when the jute is done and when sun has come up, and we will go get ourselves some cows. But that'll be in the next one. So take it easy. See you next time. Have a good day. All that fun stuff. And I'll see you next time.